Hi, so I wanted to make a video. It may be a little bit personal, but it has been inspired. Oh, sorry, my lighting's a bit like cray-cray. But yeah, you read the title. Age regression saved my life. I've always been into like childish things. When I was younger, I used to have this like obsession with Playhouse Disney. And if anyone is like, so someone's like, oh, well that's obvious because you've seen my sticker shop. But I wake up every morning, super early in the morning, and then watch like kid shows and stuff, and it kind of didn't go away. My sister was kind of starting to get into like more like things, like remember that show 1,000 Ways to Die? Kids were watching like horror films and stuff already, and I was just kind of still. The best analogy I can give is like the world was Fright Night aesthetic and I was still in Mickey Mouse's like not so scary Halloween world, and that never went away. I would always have like a stuffed animal next to me, and like I'd always just like have something I was attached to that was very childish, and it kind of didn't stop until you get a little bit older, and then it's like, okay, that's weird. I got made fun of in 6th, 7th grade. I had this like really kidcore Bratz backpack and my sister made fun of me and she was so embarrassed. She did not want to be next to me. But then through time, I got older, let the kid things aside, and I stopped doing that. And then obviously life started getting a bit hectic, a little bit traumatic, a little bit scary, and I kind of got to the point where I just kind of started viewing the world very black and white, very scary. We're all gonna die, okay? Like say the L in salmon, we're all gonna die anyways. And it kind of went away. And then I had this phase of my life where I felt like I had to be a certain kind of woman. Like, you know, like the whole baddie aesthetic and all that stuff. You know, Miss Independent, Miss Man-Eater kind of aesthetic. And then I went through this really, really insane breakup in 2021. I was replaying the same Billie Eilish song over and over again. I was crying repetitively. I was with this person for a while. I don't know what happened, but like something in me got back in touch with these really cute things that I loved. Like my old comfort movies. My comfort movie at the time was Rugrats in Paris. I kind of was more interested in like kind of cutesy sort of like dining wear and things like that, and whenever I used it I felt happy and I felt safe. I moved into a new place. It was the winter. I was lonely as heck. Starting school I was stressed, but then I kind of dabbled into like age regression, and genuinely I don't know what could have happened to me or what I would have been like if I didn't dabble into it, and it made me so calm, relaxed, and happy. At home, I felt safe. I was having fun. I was watching things I liked and eating little foods that I liked and just kind of reconnecting to those things I used to enjoy when I was a kid. And it gave me that kind of confidence and stability to like tackle like this cold adult world, if you know what I mean. And then it happened again where I felt bad about it. I was dating again and I had a lot of cute things in my apartment. I had these like cute little like bath toy friends. They kind of look like my art style and I thought they were super cute, and I had them in my bathroom. I would just have like really cute figurines and things and toys that I really liked, and then I started dating obviously, and things didn't go out very well, and I ended up throwing away a lot of those comfort items because I felt there was a part of me that was like embarrassed, like why would you have that, you weirdo? And I kind of just shut it down. And I never looked at it again. I went back on Pinterest and I found other regressors, and all of a sudden I'm like, wow, this is a part of my life or a part of who I am that I suppressed. And my therapist at the time, a lot of the things that we talked about was towards inner child healing, and I started practicing and worked with that, and I realized there was a part of me that was suppressing a lot of my interests and the things I liked because I wanted to fit in. And after that I was like, you know what, like the floodgates opened and I kind of just got back into age regression stuff. And for the longest time I knew I was regressing, but I didn't know what it was called. Like I didn't know what that was. For me, in my case, it's more voluntary. I do think I like involuntary regress at times. Like I think a lot of people do not realize it and like in stressful situations, but for me it's more voluntary, or I'm just someone that really enjoys childish things. I had a best friend that I was able to do really childish things with. Like I bought like a V-Smile. Like this is after we both graduated college. I got a freaking V-Smile from back in the day. If you know what it is, you know what time it is. It's like a baby Xbox. If you don't know what it is, I'll show a picture. And we just had a ball playing with it. It was like being little kids again, right? Like it was so much fun. And we would always make macaroni, but like unicorn mac and cheese. We would color and draw together and watch Bratz, and it was like so much fun. I think after my friendships kind of like left and kind of evolved, that part of me got repressed, and then life got really stressful. But I had to like start kind of closing that door because people will sexualize it, and there is a big stigma on the internet that kind of like caricaturizes people that are into regression as like weirdos. Now, don't get me wrong, yes, there are weirdos. I've seen like some of these like TikTok compilations. I'm sorry, I'm adding some of y'all. You know, where they film themselves in diapers and using pacifiers. Like, by all means, whatever you do behind closed doors as a adult or consenting adult is like, I can't even talk. It's so awkward. It's your business. Me personally, like, I'll give you an example. I had a really bad day, and I'm talking bad day as in like, let me jump off the Empire State Building. I saw this cute thing at Family Dollar, and it made the rest of my week. It makes me so happy. It's just one of those things, right? That's just like a small component of regression. There is a big stigma around it, and a lot of people are miseducated, and they categorize regressors as these like weirdos on the planet. If you are in the wrong spaces of the internet, or because here's the thing with TikTok, people make a ruckus over anything on TikTok. You can like ruin the most innocent things on the planet. This video is a little bit all over the place, so I'm gonna make a part 2 so I can like jump cut it and make it make sense. You may have been wondering like, okay, how did it save your life? Now, here's the thing, and this is how I use child healing and inner child healing in my benefit in my life. I'll give you an example. So let's say you have a bill that's due, and it's like a really big bill that's due, and you're like, I don't want to pay that. That's a lot of money. If you like err voluntarily, if you're someone like me and you're kind of sick of seeing the world a certain way, you can flip that thought and look at it in the eyes of your younger self. Your younger self probably thinks it's so cool that you even have a bill to pay. I know that sounds so corny, but remember we were all kids and we just wanted to be adults so bad, and now you're an adult. It helps me so much in the sense of changing my thought process, my negative thoughts, and seeing things in a more vibrant and positive perspective. People that have this idea of regression walking around, of adults walking around in diapers and pacified, that's a kink. That's a kink. For me, inner child healing and regression means expressing. I just love childish things. Like, I draw childish things. I play childish games. Like, I just love that stuff. It just helps me because I've had a lot of mental health issues growing up, and it's kind of been one of those things that keep me in a more positive mindset. And honestly, with this video, I was kind of hesitant on making it because whenever someone brings up age regression, they're like, so you're one of those weird people that wear diapers in their house. Like, no, like that's not what I mean. And I don't necessarily look like someone that would do that. And I didn't really know what it meant. I didn't know why I was into these things. But through time, with like educating myself and finding role models online that kind of have similar interests, experiences, whether it's like, you know, trauma or like mental health and things like that, it kind of gave me more of like a safe space to be myself and explore that aspect of me, okay? So I'm gonna wrap up this video. I know this was a little bit like off topic. If you have any questions or any thoughts, make sure you leave it in the comments. I also have an email. It is open for advice. Keep it short, keep it clean, and don't be creepy. So I'm gonna go. Make sure you check out my store, link in the description, and I'll see you in the next video.